With WebPage11, we're going to practice some PHP. Ultimately, we want to show today is in that format, the time is in this format, and the second hand is odd or even, depending on what second it is. Right here, you can see I loaded the page a little bit ago. I'm going to reload the page, and you can see that that updated to 9:40 and 08 is even. Now it's 9:40 and 15 seconds, and it's odd. Let's look at my code. At the top of the page, I have standard HTML. Again, if you don't have a fav icon, you should not have this line. Your lines should not have Kirk in them. It should have your name. And WebPage11 is still a good title for my page. The meat of the page starts here on line 12 and goes through line 27. This is all in the body. On line 12, I start PHP with this less than question mark PHP, and line 27 I end PHP with a question mark greater than sign. And line 13, I'm setting the time zone. Line 14, I have echo with an H1. It says date/time fun with PHP. I'm going to show you what that looks like on my page. Date, time, fun with PHP. And that's all static, which means it doesn't change. Next on line 16, you can see I have a break, and I have the word today is. I can say blah 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 in there and save that. Reload my page, and you can see how my text changed. Here I have today is, and then I break out of HTML and into PHP with a period, and I have date. And this is in double quotes, it could be in single quotes, M-D-Y, capital Y. Now that makes a difference. This is the date format for PHP that I want to show on this assignment. So I reload my page, nothing changed, and that's because I forgot to save my changes. Today is 03/23 of 2020. Now you may be asking yourself, how in the world did he know to do that? I'm just going to do a Google search for PHP date, and up pops the manual for PHP, which is great, and also W3 Schools. I like to use both of those resources. Here I'm just going to go to the date manual, and I'm going to scroll down, and looks like if I do a capital D, I'm going to get Monday through Sunday. So let's test this out with a capital D, and I'll put a space in there. And now I'm going to test my page, and it says today is Mon 03/23 of 2020. Let's play around with the lowercase l, and it should say Monday instead of Mon. And I'm going to put a comment in, and we'll see what that does. And it says today is Monday 03/23 of 2020, and that's great. So for this assignment, I really just wanted to say today is month-day-year. Next, I need the time. The time is now, and again, this is hard-coded. This is hard-coded. And you can see my text in there. This is hard-coded. So some people like to cheat on this assignment, and they like to say today is, and they type today's date in here. And that looks like it will work just fine, which it does, but you don't know when I'm going to grade this assignment. So you can't do that because the date is going to change, and so is the time, and definitely the second hand is going to change. So you really need to type in all of this stuff. Now on this one I did single quotes, and I typically like to do singles and doubles different. So I would typically do doubles here and singles there, or singles here and doubles there. Check and make sure the page still works, and it does. Next, I'd like to explain how the second hand thing works. So here on line 20, I'm creating a new variable. That's something that can change, and I'm setting it equal to the date S. Well, what is the date S? S, capital S, is the English ordinal suffix for the day of the month. That's not what we want. So, oh, there we go. S, lowercase s, is the seconds with leading zeros. So 00 through 59. Cool. Line 21 says the second hand is, and it shows the seconds, the variable that we just set on line 20. The second hand is 49. Reload that. 53, 55, 56 is, and then lines 22 through 26 figure out whether it wants to show even or odd. So this is a little formula, and you're probably wondering, where in the heck did I get that formula? And I just did a Google search for PHP odd even, and ooh, here's a Stack Overflow. I like Stack Overflow. Lo and behold, there's my formula. Print it's even. Well, I took that and I modified it a little bit, and I added an else after what they had, and then I say is odd if it's not even. So if I rerun my program, you can see that my second hand is changing and my even or odd is changing to match up with my second hand.